The law of attraction, how to manifest anything you want. I'm Ruth Kudzi, the founder of Ruth Kudzi Coaching. I transformed my life and my business, and I'm passionate about helping others do the same. You may well have seen people talking about manifestation and the law of attraction. Think and grow rich. So does this really work? I'm going to talk to you about the neuroscience behind manifesting and how you can make it work for you. I'm not going to guarantee you're going to have a unicorn in your garden by tomorrow morning, or that you'll have made that elusive 7 or 8 figures. What I am going to talk about is how we can start with our brains to actually start to up our connection and get those things that we really want. So manifestation starts in the brain. It starts with our thoughts. So a question for you is to get really clear on what you really want. What do you want to be different? What do you want to focus on? What do you want to manifest? And thinking about that future state. So imagining that you're already there, doing a future visualization. So it may be that you're already living in that house that you want to live in. Maybe you're already in that relationship. Maybe you're already starting that business. Go to the future, imagine you're there, and really tap into everything in that future state. So you've gone to the place where you want to be. Like, what's different? How are you feeling? What are you sensing in your body? What are you thinking? Who's around you? What emotions are going on for you? Really tap into everything that is going on and start to hold that in your head. You may be a visual person, so if you're a visual person, hold that image in your head. If you prefer to write it down, write it down. Maybe you voice note yourself, but allow yourself to paint that picture. Whether it's a picture in your head or whether you're writing it as a story, really connect with that future place. And this is called visualization. Obviously, if the visual bit doesn't work for you, write it, speak it, do what works for you. If you are able to then do that visualization every day for at least 5 minutes a day, and I would recommend to begin with, if you anchor it to something that you're already doing, like brushing your teeth, if you're able to do that every day, you're starting to build a new neural pathway in your brain. You're starting to build a new neural pathway that is believing that this is going to happen. So that's where it starts. So that's the thinking bit. And then the being bit. Okay, so when I'm here, how am I feeling? So if I come back to where I am now, how can I take that feeling from the future into what I am now? How do I have to be? What do I have to say yes to? What do I have to say no to? Because this is going to help you in order to become super clear and super focused on where you're getting to. So you think, you create that neural pathway, you visualize, then you look at how you're being. Are you actually in the vibration where you are attracting that thing that you want? Make sure you get into that state. Make sure that you're energetically there. Because if you're energetically there, that's half of the battle. And I say half of the battle. The thing with manifestation is that people do those first things and then they expect it to just happen. You need to act. You need to do something. So you know where you want to be. You've thought about it. You've created that neural pathway. You're building and strengthening that neural pathway every single day by going to that place. You're focusing on your being. You're asking yourself, okay, is this consistent with me getting there? Is this helping me to get there? If it's not, I need to get rid of it. You're having that focus. And then you need to act. You need to take action. You need to take action every day, even when you don't feel like it. That doesn't need to be huge, bold action. I'm going to give you the example. You have your dream house. You visualize yourself living in that house. You imagine what is going on there. Then you start to be consistent, right? If I'm going to live in that dream house right now, what do I need to say yes to? Or maybe I need to say yes to things and opportunities that are going to give me the money that means I can buy that house. Maybe I need to say no, and let's be honest, to the things that are not going to help me. Maybe I need to say no to holidays for a while. You can't say yes to everything right now if that house is that thing that you really want. So maybe you say no to some things. You know, you're saying yes to that promotion. You're saying yes to those opportunities. But then you need to take action. Think about that goal and break it down, chunk it down. If it's the house, if it's a relationship, Okay, you've opened yourself up to the possibility, and this is actually the way that I met my husband. I made the decision that I was going to meet someone. I made that decision. I decided it was possible. And then, do you know what I did? I took action. And when I say I took action, I went on online dating apps. That's the way of taking action. And then I went on dates. It's really that simple. And then I met him. Took me 3 months of dating lots and lots of people. Some of them who said they were 5'10", 11, 12. That's 5'12" doesn't even exist. 5'10", 11, 6 foot, who was shorter than me. Some of them who claimed to be in their 40s and probably were half of that. Some of them who claimed in their 40s and were probably another 50% of that too. But I was taking action. And I was thinking, okay, if I want this to happen, it doesn't mean that going on the dating apps is going to make sure that I meet the right person. But actually, even by taking that action, I am reminding myself in my brain that this thing's going to happen. And maybe I could have met him somewhere else. I did meet him in the end, as the stories always go, on the date that was going to be my very last date before I came off those apps, because I was a little bit exhausted with it all, was when I met him. It ticked all those boxes. I didn't actually imagine what he would look like, but I imagined how he would make me feel. And I was right. That was over 8 years ago. So, manifestation works if we back it up with action. You want that dream job? At the moment, you're nowhere near it. Imagine you're there. Tap into what's going to be different and start taking the action. Maybe that is at work that you start volunteering for new projects. Maybe it is that you have an honest and frank conversation with your boss about what you can do. Maybe it is that you do a night course so you've got more qualifications. But you need to take action that is consistent with where you want to go. This isn't about lying there on a beach with our pina colada and imagining we're going to get £1 million. It is about setting the intention. The intention alone is not going to work. Not only do we have to believe that it's possible, we have to act in a way that is consistent with what we're saying that we want. And every day, we need to believe that this will happen. And we need to take that action. And of course, if you're looking at something that is a long way from where you are now, it may take longer than if you're looking at something which is closer to you. So manifestation, think, visualize, feel into it. Start to be that person who's already got there and take aligned action. And then you will get the result. So remember, our next video is coming up over here. But before you go, hit subscribe, like, and let me know what you're manifesting today.